You're listening to Jump on the Bat-Wagon, hosted by the Watchtower Database. Visit WDB on YouTube for video essays, timelines, fan theories, and much more from the DC animated universe. And now, please enjoy the show.
Tres, dos, uno.
Could you really not remember what 2 in Spanish was?
I feel like numbers are hard in a language that's not your own. Even like Norwegian, which I'm significantly more sufficient in than Spanish.
I guess I'm speaking from it's so obvious to me. I took Spanish classes, but you probably took Spanish classes. I don't know.
I took French classes.
Oh, there you go. You do strike me as a French student. Yeah, all right.
Merci beaucoup.
You sent me some phrase in Spanish that I won't repeat on the podcast. I said, I didn't know you knew Klingon. And you're like, sure do.
That also was just I don't assume that was anything similar to Spanish.
Probably not, but I understood it to be, and that's what's important. I understood it to be either Spanish or Klingon. They're very close, clearly.
Yeah, I've heard that. I've heard that a lot, actually.
Hi. How was your weekend at the Festival of Fire and Hotness? That's what they call it, because you're there.
Yeah,
wow.
That's true.
Actually kind of worked.
That was great. It was good, man. It was good. Hung out with Vitz a lot. Hi,
yeah,
Vitz.
yeah. He took like 27,000 photos or something. He posted on Facebook. He said that he did. He hasn't posted the photos, but
I believe it. We'll see them. We'll see them in some months, I'm sure. That's a lot of photos to go through.
He might be 2,700, 27,000 sounds
no,
way too, but it probably was 7,000.
It's 27,000 almost.
You don't have to. I know. I saw him.
Yeah, no, because like a wedding, like I could shoot an easy 1,000 at a 4-hour wedding or something like that.
Yes, I did. I recently did a baby photo shoot with my new baby, and we were only doing that for maybe an hour, and I took 111 good photos. I took a total of 300 something total photos, but so that adds up that it would definitely be more than 2,700.
Considering Vitz was there on Wednesday and left Sunday morning and was definitely shooting all day and night, Thursday, Friday, and Saturday.
But then that's the question: is how many of Vitz's photos are good, are worth?
Let's see, 27,000.
Yeah, probably 26,000. Yeah.
Probably like 26.
26.
26.
Total, yeah.
Just like
I was just doing some quick math there. Separate carry the one.
out of every 1,000 photos he takes, only one is a keeper.
Every 7,000 photos, he at least gets 7 pictures. It's pretty cool. Otherwise, he's just kind of going like a machine gun everywhere.
Well, that's the thing. Like, as shutter speeds have gotten faster with mirrorless cameras, I feel like you do just lay down on the shutter button.
I snorted in the middle of what you were saying because I didn't realize you had further updated my Dobbin text here. We've talked about this, that at the top of our the DCAU top 10 document, it had a title that said DCAU top 10 for a long time, and then it just slowly we changed one letter or one little part of it or something like that, and recently I think we said it was just Dan in parentheses or something. Now I opened it up and it said Duperman and Datman, all one word, and then in parentheses Dobbin. And then I thought it sounded like Dobby, so I changed it to Mather have gived Dobbin a sock, Dobbin am free. And you just changed it to Mather have gived Dobbin a cock, Dobbin am horny. So that's what we're up to now at this point. It started off as DCAU top 10. I don't know how we got to we're giggling through the whole thing.
Did you miss us newest listener. Sorry for another week off.
Yeah, that was unexpected, but I think you're okay. I think you survived.
Yeah, my voice mostly survived. A few of us lost our voices completely.
Well, everyone's listening to jump on the Bat-Wagon, though. So should we do the things that we do here?
Yeah,
I mean,
sure.
we've been doing the things we do here, but we could do more of them in a better way.
Yeah.
Okay.
Let's do it.
It's episode 177. Oh, I didn't realize it was set to the don't start over. So we're
I feel like you've done
bits.
that before.
I have. I'm James. That's what I do is I press the button from the Watchtower Database YouTube channel. I'm here to show my good buddy Brian over there. He's doing those sounds. Actually, he's got a guitar in his hand at this time. I'm here to show him the entire DC animated universe from start to finish for the very first time in the controversial Airdate order. So he may view these shows the way human beings experience them in the far gone days of the 1900s. Today is Brian's first viewing of Hooked Up, Batman Beyond, Season 2. Your prediction last time, we got there somehow that it was a Spellbinder episode.
I think you pretty much just told me.
Yeah, I did. I don't think you had much of a guess of what he was doing. I think you said a very generic, like, he's trying to do a thing, but he can't do it or something. It's like, yeah, probably.
The thing he's trying to do is Dobby.
Ooh. I'm not going to go there. I could do a terrible Dobby
Hooked up.
He hooked up with Dobby. Yeah.
Get it?
I see. What's the hook? Dobby's QOQ. It's probably hook-shaped. I don't know.
Probably.
We've never seen it under that potato sack. At the time of this recording,
1:57 p.m.,
Batman Beyond is streaming on HBO Max. It's HBO Max again for real and available
HBO,
on
my
DVD
dog.
and Blu-ray. Your other
DVD
dog.
and Blu-ray, my dog.
My dog. Let's just start saying it that way, like
My
as if
dog.
that's what it's always meant. Yeah. Just our friends, our dogs. If you'd like to follow along, you can head over to watchtowerdatabase.com/resources. Link is in the show notes. This episode, Hooked Up, My Dog, first aired Saturday, November 13th, 1999 at 9 a.m. on Kids WB.
Hooked Up, My Dog.
Hooked Up, My Dog. 1 week
That
after
should be the subtitle.
It's just
Hooked Up or Hooked Up, My Dog.
Yeah. Is it Dawg or Dog?
It's Dawg.
Yeah, okay, that's it. This is 1 week after our last episode, Once Burned. This aired number 21 and produced number 21.
Pretty once? Pretty once?
Prenty once? That is what you said. This was written by Robert Goodman, who previously notably wrote Feeding Time. That was the first Parasite episode. All three Bizarro episodes. Legends of the Dark Knight. What was that? Tell me what that was.
No.
Okay, that was three little baby kids talking about, I know what Batman is.
Yeah.
I
remember that.
Reba. And the previous Spellbinder episode, Spellbound. He also wrote Superman's Pal and Grow My Penis. Two very polar opposite episodes. So it'll be interesting to see how this one turns out. Directed by Dan Reba. Music is by Christopher Carter. I was trying to stop that faster. I only wanted one drum beat. And animation is Coco Dong Yang. This is so stupid.
You're getting good at this.
Thank you. Buy us a coffee, please. Head over to the link in the description.
God, I need
show notes,
so
whatever.
much. I don't even drink coffee. I'm so tired, Jamie.
Very coffee. You need very coffee.
I need very coffee.
You can send us a Yoppie Bev, or as it says on the website, a Yoppie Bevs, because I can only put one or the other, so I changed it to Yoppie Bev parentheses S parentheses, so that it's like, well, depending on the situation, access some pretty shway exclusives like submitting episodes for us to revisit, which we have a few now. We could spin the wheel sometime and do that. We got to figure out when we're doing that. And Freakazoid and anything else in the normal podcast. When are we doing that? Who knows? We'll give you a shout out in an upcoming episode, and we'll plug your shit. We'll also close the door to Brian's office.
We sure will.
Hey, why are you talking in such a house? I don't know what's going on behind you, but that's okay.
My dog.
Yeah, we'll also do a push-up for every $1. So send us coffee for whatever I say, our health and your entertainment. Today's Yoppie Bevs come to us from... Wait, actually, I have a better version of this. Today's Yoppie Bevs come to us from Kyle Naranya.
Get up on the Hydra's back. Get up on the Hydra's back.
Who says, this is the least I can do, regardless of how my week is going. Jump on the Bat-Wagon always makes me smile. Thank you, James and Brian. He's now a member, which means I don't know at what level, though. So maybe he's a Yoppie dude. Maybe he's a dear listener. Maybe he's a Dylan Pollock. I'm not quite sure. But either way, thank you.
Right, I don't appreciate you, Kyle.
Since I don't know how many it is, 15 push-ups?
Yeah.
I don't fucking know. Let's just do 15 push-ups because I said so.
Okay.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15.
There's so much hair under my chair.
I was going to say sort of a similar little anecdote here is my back's been hurting a lot lately. And I thought about that as soon as I started doing push-ups, like, oh, this isn't great. And then as I'm staring at the carpet beneath me, there's just a bunch of red. And I had the thought in my head of just I blacked out for a second and I coughed up blood and I didn't notice because, that's probably likely to happen. It's a bunch of red string that's just on the ground. I don't know where that came from. I don't know. There's children running around my house. There's red string on the floor, I guess.
Okay. That's nice.
Yeah. Do you want to... Okay.
I do.
Couple of creds? Spare some creds?
Get a job, Dreg.
I tried asking nice! I got a problem. It's with Max.
The girl? What?
Well, she wants to get more involved.
Over my dead body. And if you think you're gonna overrule me on this...
Will you relax? I feel the same way you do, for once. But she's been a big help to me. How do I tell her no?
You're asking me for advice on handling women?
Ah, I see your point. One sec. I think that's Donnie Grasso.
Who?
Kid from school. Ran away last week. Guess he didn't run far. Give back the bag. It doesn't go with your shoes. Get away from me! Wouldn't bother. I'm stronger than I look. Is he nuts?
We got a Kyle plug. I forgot to plug Kyle's shit. And he says, so he's obviously, as everyone knows, he's the host of the Film Realists podcast.
Yeah.
His last episode was, at the time of this recording, was on Dexter Resurrection, whatever the newest season of that is maybe it's the first season. I don't know. I didn't know this was a thing. The Dexter was back, but it is.
You know who knew? Kyle.
You? Oh, yeah, Kyle. But his upcoming episode is a review of Star Trek Strange New World Season 3, and then the week after is The Big, Bold, Beautiful Journey, which I think is that movie with the Penguin and Harley Quinn in it.
You think? You don't know?
It's the actors. I think that's what
it's
the
not an
movie is.
actual DC thing. Okay.
No, it's not.
Damn.
You think you know a Penguin and Harley Quinn movie?
I'm going to go out there and say that Kyle is one of the hardest working podcasters.
He makes me the hardest working podcaster because I follow his. I tried. I'm sorry. I tried to make that something meaningful sounding, but
Oh my God. No, but
I agree.
Do yourself a favor. Listening to us, you like media stuff. Kyle is.
If you watch
deep.
movies, Kyle's seen every single goddamn one of them, and you should listen to his podcast.
Yeah. Go find something. There's like a spoiler-free section. There's a spoiler section, so you can be like, I'm interested in this. Here it is to say on the top, and then either pause and go watch the thing that you want to watch, or just dive in.
Just do it.
Go dive in.
The Film Realists with 2 E's.
Yeah,
like film reels. That's the play on words.
It's a play on words.
Now, Brian, would you please tell me what happened in Hooked Up My Dog?
Sing up,
If you're
After the song.
wondering,
Oh, okay.
Synup, what you just watched, Synup, take a listen to the synopsis, the short and summary, which is sometimes kind of long.
Dog. Sometimes kind of dog.
Sometimes kind of dog. Okay, we start out with Donnie, a dude with sometimes blue, sometimes bleached hair. Is it just a play of the light? We may never know.
When he's in the floaty ball, everything's green. When he's not, I thought it was blue the whole time. I didn't notice it not being blue.
Oh, okay.
Maybe you're blue blind.
Yeah. I'm blue blind.
Mm-hmm.
My dog.
My dog. I'm blue blind, my dog.
So we start out with this kid named Donnie who's just like super famous, and he's gone plaid levels of platinum or whatever.
Triple plat or whatever that guy said.
He said something
Quadruple
weird.
Plat. You thought he said plaid, and I was just thinking like that we've gone beyond gold and silver and whatever platinum records. Now we're in Spaceballs plaid mode.
We are. Plaid is a thing. Mm-hmm. He's got this great life as a rock star with just some of the craziest lyrics, and I don't know.
I can't remember any of them, but it was really funny.
I don't know what this. We should find the lyrics and read them. It's amazing. But he's doing. One moment, please.
You keep going.
He's living this rock star life, and all these girls want to make out with him. And then, he wakes up, and it turns out Spellbinder has a VR world, which I don't think they ever mention. He keeps hooking these people up into VR, and
the lyrics. I'll just speak them. Spoken word lyrics of his song. Yeah. The government's lame and my folks are insane. Man, till they shut down your brain, this life is all pain. But you know what? At least the stuff on the tube is emotional lube. Yeah, but it brainwashes me to consume all I see. Yeah, consume, losers. That's his song. But it's very like, he's playing like this big like grungy rock thing, and then he's just like kind of yelling over the top of it. Like it's not really actually singing it.
That was really something though. That was maybe my favorite part.
Yeah. You were just like, I can't wait to go to this show or whatever.
But yeah, so it's all like a dream essentially. And my assumption was that Spellbinder was like harvesting serotonin, or what was he doing? Why did he have them plugged in? Do you have some clarity on that?
They were stealing creds for him in exchange for happiness, happy place.
Okay, so they were.
I did also forget what his motive was, which was probably the weakest part of the episode.
Yeah,
but it did feel like it was going to be some kind of like sucking the juice out of him in some way, like pump him full of cool shit so that but he's not.
But
like
it's just for money.
Science man. Yeah, I guess so.
You could literally just do that in an arcade.
Spellbinder, the villain, continues to remain a bit of a weak spot, but
great costume though.
Good episode. Continue to describe it.
Okay.
Yeah, great costume. Yeah.
So it's basically that Spellbinder is putting people into comatose levels of serotonin deficiency or efficiency or whatever.
Overefficiency. Superficiency.
Max is like, hey, let me get involved. And Max gets involved, and then Max gets addicted. And this whole thing is a subtle allegory for addiction. Mm-hmm. It's actually like pretty sad.
Yeah.
Like, and this is
a heavy episode, maybe like 2/3 through, and it really was like just the whole time.
And the thing that really caught me is like we're the end of 1999 here. Mm-hmm. And within a decade of this episode airing is going to be the opioid crisis in America. Mm-hmm. And it's the same thing of like when the people come out of this, when they're out of their world, they're just really like agitated and irritated because it's this perfect world for them. And even Donnie says that like everything hurts. And it's just like, this is exactly what people who accidentally got hooked on opioids from their doctors, ended up just in severe pain. Like everything hurts and you gotta like get on these opioids to get it off. And it's like just literal how
heroin
addiction
kind of thing. Yeah.
Yes, exactly. Mm-hmm. that took this from like a funny little kids episode to, for me, like that was like a little too
the
real.
start. Yeah.
Like I
was like, sign my tits. We're like, oh, this episode is very
Yeah.
entertaining. And then he's like, I'm floating in a ball and I'm drooling. I'm frothing at the mouth or whatever. Like,
like cold sweats
Yeah.
and aches and like collapsing on the street. And it actually, it kind of hit me harder because I had a friend in 2008, like injured his back, and he's not like a crazy, like partier or anything like that, but like hurt his back, got on some opioids, accidentally got hooked and was just like trying to like score from his friends. 'Cause he's just like, I'm just in pain all the time. What is this? And luckily his brain prevailed and he realized that he just
that's good. Yeah.
ended up kind of cold turkeying it, which is unhealthy when it comes to opioids. That can actually cause death, but he came out all right, which is good. But
I do wonder, same thing, what happened to the other kids in this episode when Batman and Max shut down the operation. Then they're just like, what happens?
Well, they made a
don't really
mention
say
at the
that.
report in the last 6 seconds of the episode that wrapped everything up. That was a little too fucking fast. It was just like, oh, the doctors have figured out how to help them out. The end.
Okay. I actually missed that because all I was paying attention to was how on the screen with the AI news guy, there's that like double snaked kaduskuskusk, whatever the fuck that's called. Kagaiskusk.
Call Joe real quick.
We talked about it a billion episodes ago. There was a Batman episode where one of the trivs was that like he's opening up a doctor's office book that has like the double snake, and it was like, actually the single snake on the staff is the medical one and the double snake is like commonly misinterpreted or something like that. And then I was like, the double snake, they fucked it up again. But then, so I missed everything he was actually saying. I was just focusing on Kadaikus. Yeah. The couscous snake.
But yeah, this is this is something that like during the episode I was like, do we need to put like a little bit of a warning at the top of the episode? Because like this is something
kind of
that
a trigger warning. Yeah.
People have lost people in their lives as a result of addiction like this. This is not an uncommon occurrence. And it was funny
Did you finish describing the episode? They stopped Spellbinder.
They stop Spellbinder because Max ends up kicking him to a computer and he gets electrocuted at the end. We don't see what happens to him. Then there's a news report at the end. It ends so fast. It ends so fast.
Really, really fast. Yeah. Anyway.
But I mean, heavier things.
Yeah. It's like something I've mentioned a couple of times. Something I'm really fond of with this show is the sound design of not necessarily like, they've got a lot of stock sound effects when he like shoots the hooks out of his hands. It's always the same kind of battering, shooty sound or whatever. But like the just atmospheric, like Batman sitting on a rooftop, there's no music. He's talking to Bruce Wayne on the phone about women or whatever. And there's just a bunch of like really distant, muffled like car noises and wind and all this stuff that just very like puts you there. Like I felt like, yep, I'm here in Gotham City, and none of it like stuck out as a weird, like it's just very well mixed and very well designed. And I don't know that future, I can't talk about this. I can't say future things, but
yes,
I just feel like this does a really good job at that. And then also this episode, comparatively to things we haven't seen yet, I think did a very good job at putting forward the hey kids, don't do drugs message without it being very ham-fisted and corny and stupid. Like obviously they're not doing literal drugs in, like they're not shooting up or snorting or something like in the show. Not that they could anyway, but even
they're escaping their reality through a substance-like experience.
Yeah, and multiple times when I can't remember which character it says this, but like, yeah, that it hurts or that like it feels like love all over your body or something like that. Like it's creepy but in a way that makes it sound like enticing or whatever, and without it having to be like we're talking about cocaine or something, like there's not like
definitely a downer. This one, I would say this isn't like the heroin opioid kind of
experience. I just mean whatever obvious thing is not like hitting you over the head with it, but very well done. I didn't remember this episode being so like good, I guess. Like it stuck out to me as we were watching of like, oh, I don't remember this episode really. Like I know what happens in it, but it doesn't leap out to me when I'm looking at a list of like, that's one of the good ones or whatever. I think it will now. I think that we probably agree that the worst part of the episode was just how quickly it suddenly wrapped up at the end. And I feel like that's a product of they took a lot of time with stuff like visiting Donnie's parents' house and making that feel really uncomfortable and bad. They
had to rush it somewhere, and they didn't rush the story. They just clipped it with scissors at the end.
They kind of, I mean, in some ways it's like, we know they're going to beat Spellbinder somehow. But just the millisecond that Spellbinder's like, I'm touching your face. Remember all these other episodes real fast in your face? And then she like kicks him into a thing, and then they watch a news report and walk away. And even the last like music cue is just, and it's just over. I was like, they wouldn't even have time for like a little twinkly music thing. They're just like, nope, done. Fuck off.
It was. I there's times where we just pick on things in this show or in this podcast.
Really, I've not.
And
that's
and like, while I think this is like very like that was a very awkward end. I think they needed to rush it. Like if it was like a 30-minute episode, I think they could have had it like wrapped it up pretty successfully, but I applaud them for not rushing through the story and letting that sit the way that it did.
Yeah. I mean, Spellbinder is like the kind of Mad Hatter Scarecrow-ish guy of this show, I would say, like the archetype. And neither of those, like Scarecrow had some good stuff. Mad Hatter never really had any interesting episodes. They were all pretty stupid, but sorry, Mad Hatter fan. But I think that like trying to do that same kind of thing, like that you wouldn't have necessarily had a Scarecrow episode like this because it's not a fear thing. It's like the antithesis. But I guess he kind of did like I took away everyone's fear that one time. So I don't know. But it felt like a thing you could only do in this show, especially with the VR stuff. The VR room, or vroom, as it said in the arcade. I did think it was a little weird that the like spheres of floaty stuff were just like a average, normal, like arcade machine that you could walk in and do at any time. And then Spellbinder's like, what if I just had them in there for a while? If you went to the arcade every day and played that game, would you experience this same? I mean, maybe he's got levers and knobs and stuff.
No,
I guess
it sounded like this one was like the high octane variation.
Yeah.
Like, oh no, this one feels like real life. So we're just, while we don't get a glimpse on it, we can assume that the other one was just like ray tracing or something. It was like octagonal shapes and it doesn't feel like
you're
real
just
life.
floating in like some laser show or something. Yeah,
you're just playing Plank over and over again on Oculus.
It looks like the constellation. It looks like a goat. You've been on there for 10 minutes. Can you get out, please? That was a weird thing to me, actually, conceptually, is that there were lines at the arcade games of like, no one's gonna like stand in like that guy that was playing Doom Racer or whatever that was. He's like, what signifies your turn is over now and time for the next person in line? Like, no, you just go, some guys in Doom Racer, I'll wait and come back and see if nobody's in Doom Racer. I don't know.
Right.
It was a little weird. The official synopsis of the episode.
Let's do that.
Batman must rescue Max. When
Batman
she becomes addicted. It's over and over again. Oh, yes, it feels so good. Serotonin. She becomes addicted to a virtual reality world created by the Spellbinder. I mean, yeah. But also other kids and stuff.
Yeah.
I guess they were all implied to be high schoolers. You would think that he would choose just anybody because high schoolers would very quickly, you would notice like many high schoolers have gone missing. And they showed up at the riverbank dead with too much serotonin. I don't know.
Can you overdose on serotonin?
You did look at me when he said that, when Bruce Wayne said that, like, oh, maybe that isn't a thing. I don't know. Batman said it was a thing. I believe him. He's a smart feller. Fart smeller.
Serotonin syndrome.
Brought on by Spellbinder's balls.
Oh, no. Wow. Okay, that's apparently a thing. Symptoms include agitation or restlessness, insomnia, confusion, rapid heart rate or high blood pressure, dilated pupils, loss of muscle coordination or twitching muscles, heavy
Being
sweating.
proposed to by your fast food manager.
Yeah. They actually hit that one. That is a thing, and that is what happens.
Yeah, that's happened in the episode. Bob Goodman's on it. I take back my problem with that, I guess, is like he purposely picks like teenagers that already have like a bad home life or like are just kind of weak people or whatever.
See, this is another thing too, that it's like that's such a
stereotype.
Well, it's such a heavy-handed but also like honest allegory for kids who grow up poor, and having grown up pretty poor. You do see this happen to a lot of people, and like so many people that I grew up with, you see them on Facebook and it's like, oh wow, that person is looking very badly. What are they doing? And you find
like
out
run into them sometime and go like,
not on this side of the country, but yeah, it's
no.
that same thing though, where you're just like, oh, this person's like hooked on something, doing something. Oh, this person OD'd from something. And it's just like, that's such a reality in like rural North America.
To be clear, Brian's saying he wouldn't run into his childhood friends on the opposite side of the country he grew up on. Not saying that this half of the country is way better than the other half of the country.
No, thank you.
For the listeners' clarification.
Thank you.
Although that's also true. So, Big Bus is the best place on earth, and everywhere else sucks.
Oh, no,
we're going on tour for live shows to your shitty town. I'm just
we just want to see how the other half lives and laugh about it later.
How bad is it here? Come see.
Dallas?
So sorry, listener.
Are you kidding me?
We have a new review on Apple Podcasts, which is a great segue from us being terrible people.
Hell yeah.
Please follow us or give us a subscribe wherever you may be listening to this. I can't speak. And please leave us a 5-star review on your podcatcher of choice. You'll damn well hear it read on the show, like today from Intabih, Intabih, Intabih. It's they say DCAU. I don't even know. DCAU fandom goes to a whole other level. If you like the DCAU and haven't listened to this podcast or watched the YouTube videos, you're missing a whole level of details in fandom. It is respectful and honest about the content they're watching.
Wow.
And the Watchtower Database is an understated title for the amount of info contained in the content put out by these people. Soder Yop. Thank you, Intabih.
Thank you.
We appreciate it. I don't know that I agree fully that we are respectful, but the rest is pretty good. Thank you.
I think we're if nothing else, we're honest.
Yes, that was in there too. Mm-hmm.
Like. Yeah.
But this episode, many good things to like, and by good, it's hard to say good because it was a very heavy episode, and when we say like good things, it's like it just did a very good job of what it was trying to do.
Yeah, I mean it was a super well produced episode and super heartfelt, and I really want to talk to who wrote it?
Yeah, who wrote it?
Bob Goodman.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and just. Like this to me feels like someone with some lived experience and not just wouldn't it be interesting to do an episode about this?
Right. Yeah. It feels like you couldn't write this well without it being like from, personal experience but it also had a lot of sort of like, cause I listed out some of the notable Bob Goodman written episodes up top, and some of them were on our bottom 10 and some of them on our Yop 10. So it was like a what the fuck's going on kind of thing. But like this had a lot of energy of, I'm going to call it its given name, its God-given name, Growing Pains energy to it of like, there is a really seedy problem going on, and like it's very personal and very gritty, and I don't know. I was feeling a lot of that with this. We're like, not a lot of people talk about this episode, which is sort of surprising. You'd think it'd come up more.
I'm not surprised. Like, it's a very good episode, but in that same way that like you have a conversation with somebody about what's the Jared Leto movie about drugs? Holy shit.
Suicide Squad. I don't know. I don't know which one you're talking about.
Hold on.
Morbius.
Requiem for a Dream.
Oh, yeah, sure.
2000.
Yeah, actually. There's a lot of Requiem for a Dream in this, yeah.
But just that idea of like
it came out a year after this episode? Oh, my God.
No coincidence. But like, it's a great movie, right? What you don't no one likes it. No one wants to talk about it. So like
I see what
similarly,
you're
like
saying, yeah.
when you have some like badass, like world's finest or whatever, you talk about that. You don't want to talk about this.
Yeah.
Like, oh, you should really watch Batman Beyond. There's
Hell
this heavy
yeah,
episode
yeah.
where people are addicted to drugs.
Yeah.
And they're like stealing
Yeah.
to get their fix.
And
So-
I'm sure as a child watching this, I wasn't very like hooked up. I wasn't very understanding what exactly I was experiencing and watching. It's more like a, how much did Batman punch the guy kind of stuff. I'm absorbing things more subconsciously, and then watching it this time was a lot more obvious what they were doing. I wish Spellbinder was just a better character. Like we said, he looks cool and his gimmicks are kind of neat, but he at least didn't have his like bumblebee chair thing this episode.
Bumblebee chair? Oh,
Yeah,
you're
had a
right.
big
He did
bee
have that
last. Yeah. His bumblebee chair, classic Spellbinder. Let's talk about the cast of this episode. We have our usual players: Will Friedle as Terry McGinnis / Batman, Kevin Conroy as Bruce Wayne, Cree Summer as Max Gibson, John Cypher returning as Spellbinder. We have Jason Marsden as Donnie. He was previously Spunky Spencer in Baby Doll. I'm playing guitar in my garage. I'm actually Robin disguised as me, he said. He was young Clark Kent in Lasok and New Kids in Town. And he played Owen in Unity, who was like, oh, Supergirl, you're going on the bus. Let me give you some comics. And she's like, ew, I hate you. And they're like, be nice. And he's like, oh, goodbye. I'm an alien. Charlie Rocket as Donnie's dad. Previously Guru in Never Fear, who was, hey, I work for the Scarecrow. I'm in a white suit. Come to the Never Fear Symposium or whatever.
God, it's just amazing you can do this shit, dude.
Thank you. Frederick Fournier in Mean Seasons, who I believe was one of the rich people that Calendar Girl kidnaps. You told me I was too old when I turned 30 and I hate you. Security guard in Legends of the Dark Knight, who was the more Super Friends looking guy in the music museum in that segment of the episode. Oh, the Joker's here. I was asleep the whole time. How did I know what happened? And used car salesman in Superman's pal. I assume one of the people trying to get Jimmy Olsen to sign with him because he's Superman's pal. We have Michael Rosenbaum as Wendell, who was the fast food manager in the dream sequence.
God, that was so ridiculous.
Yep.
That's what that girl's dream is?
I know.
To get proposed to by a fast food manager on a bus.
And she was in there for so long that she like died or whatever.
Yeah.
Like, thank God I can finally be proposed. I love the part where he says like, I'm being made like regional manager in this other city. And instead of being like happy about this, she just goes, yes, like, and there's more. Like, you're going to make me the normal manager of this place. He was previously Terminal in Hidden Agenda, who was the lead Joker man boy with his long black hair and skull face that was like, I hate Max. Greg Eagles as Max's dad. Oh, we're so proud of you. This isn't real. That was also pretty heavy.
Yeah,
you could even see on her face for a second that she's like, I know this isn't real. And then she goes, but I love it. I'm happy. I'm in a happy place. That was another thing, I guess, was a little bit like she kind of got addicted to that within like 2 hours or whatever. Like
2 seconds.
I don't know how long she was there, but whatever. They needed to get to the point.
Yeah.
This Greg Eagles, he was previously Joker in Once Burned, the last episode we watched, and probably also the Jamaican gangster at the card table. He's Grim in Grim Adventures of Billy and Mandy. We have Thelma Hopkins as Max's mom.
This is going to be a Duckman Private Dick reference, isn't it?
No.
Oh, wow.
She was Rachel Crawford in 93 episodes of Family Matters, the Urkel show. That's the main thing she was known for. We have Mark Jonathan Davis, a.k.a. Richard Cheese, as virtual anchor. He's back. Elliot Goretsky as Kip, who I assume is the black-haired kid that's in the floaty ball, who was like sucking his thumb the whole time. I kind of wish we could see what his deal was.
I think Kip was one of the dudes who got Max to like come and try the thing.
That's what I'm saying. Same. We're talking about the same person.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Oh, it's a little hard to see someone sucking their thumb.
When everyone's all green.
Yeah.
He was previously Bellhop in Bloodsport, who's like, welcome, stalker, to your jungle hotel. Give me a tip. And he said no, and it pissed him off. Jennifer Hale as Jessie, the girl that overdoses. She was previously female vacationer in the Promethean, who's on like a boat and goes, "A shooting star," as the Promethean monster is going whoop down into the water and crashing. She was Gispitlessness in Little Big Head Man, Mr. Mixia-Spitlick's girlfriend, Jessica Rabbit chick, and additional voices in Absolute Power. I cannot describe them to you, for they were additional. I don't know who they were.
Damn it, Jamie.
Probably soldiers or something. There's only one triv that I have for this episode. I started looking up in the middle of it if, like, "the couch is fine, James," was, like, from something, because Max says that when Terry's, like, carrying her into her apartment or whatever.
I was a little confused about that.
I assume it's just supposed to be a generic, like, butler type of speak or something.
Oh,
but
okay.
I thought maybe it was from something. I can't find it by searching that exact sentence. So if you know, listener, tell us. But the one thing I've got is when Spellbinder attempts to overload Terry's mind, several frames from this and previous episodes flash on screen. A shot of Terry laughing and holding a book with his dad Warren's arm around him, which I don't think is actually from a previous episode, so maybe they animated just that for this. A shot of Bruce as he overhears Terry getting knocked out earlier in this episode. So something Batman never saw happen, which is interesting.
No.
A shot of Max eating a meal from earlier in this episode. A shot of Warren smiling. A shot of Blight screaming. A shot of Max smiling after Kip told her Spellbinder's RV room could simulate love. A shot of Bruce in the Batcave yawning from Earth Mover. Batman steering the Bat submarine in Earth Mover. A close-up of Bruce talking to Terry in Earth Mover. A shot of the reactor from Dr. Price's ship in Joyride. A shot of Scab from Joyride. A shot of Lee riding a motorcycle from Joyride. A shot of Donnie hungover from earlier in the episode. I guess that's what we're calling it. Abel Cuvier mutated into a monster in Splicers. A shot of Dana's splicing simulation with leopard spots and splicers. A shot of the Batmobile under a limelight in the Batcave from Joyride. A shot of Spellbinder from earlier in this episode. A shot of a dirt monster from Earth Mover. A shot of the moon from Earth Mover. And a shot of Earth Mover from Earth Mover.
Oh, wow.
Those were all the things that happened in like 3 seconds.
It was a lot.
And then the
I caught a
episode
few.
ended. That's why it had to wrap up so quickly, because we played 6 other episodes in that time period. Keen effects. Many things. What do you have in mind?
I was really digging on the shadows casted on Max's face when she was floating in the green.
Floating. Everybody's
Like it looked
underlit.
bad.
Yeah.
And I liked like, how do you say that? Like it looked convincing, but it looked like kind of like eerie and bad. And I think that's
so keen. It was so bad. It was keen.
well, it's so I need to use another example to explain why this is a compliment. I once heard a friend of mine, I think it was like Natalie Portman.
You're friends with
Or
Natalie
someone,
Portman?
I fucking wish.
That's really cool.
Oh
man.
my God.
Why have we not capitalized on this yet?
I know, right? Damn. No, saying that Natalie Portman is a great actress because she ugly cries. And there's like so many people who cry and it's this like, oh, look at them. And they're just so distraught and thing. Yeah. And it's like, no. Like you can make yourself ugly, like actually ugly. Then like, no, that's what crying
Anakin was
looks
breaking
like.
her heart, man. Yeah.
Right.
And she died and stuff. Spoilers.
I mean, I was thinking more of like
Black Swan.
Black Swan. I'm like Russian
Swan
doll?
Lake.
Swan Lake. Anyway,
Swan
but
Princess.
yeah. So in that similar way, that like is not a pretty moment, and I love that the shadows cast that eeriness on her face. Like it's like good ugly.
Yeah, I get what you're saying.
Yeah.
And also, if it was real life live action thing, the way it was lit would not be flattering in any way.
Yeah.
So like that would make you feel the same stuff. Everything to do with the floaty ball shit, especially when they're like when they transition out of it, there's kind of some zappies. And then when there was a specific shot that I thought was really keen when they're floating in there, and I just can't remember it now, but just watch the episode. There was keen stuff. Zapping Batman could have looked keener, I think. Like it was kind of one of those episodes where all lightning was just like jagged white lines or whatever, and sometimes they try harder than that.
They were warning labels on the side of something.
Yes. But I did really like all the times before. I mean, you can tell it's Spellbinder. You knew going in it was Spellbinder. But before they reveal that it's Spellbinder, and he's just like, I'm in the shadows talking to you. Come do a thing for me. And there's like a realistic lens flare coming from the corner of the screen that represents like his like hand eyeball thing or whatever off screen. And I just had everything. Every time I saw that, I'm just like, Dan, you're working your magic, man. You figured out some sort of shine the flashlight at the lens thing or something. Yeah. It looks really good. So, yeah. And then we also had more Batmobile chase with like hand-drawn 3D building shit as it's
I loved that.
around.
There was a bit too where Max and Terry were like walking away and like some like generic cityscape behind them, but it had two levels where the furthest distance was going horizontally and the closer one was kind of diagonal, and it just had this
there was
really
a parallax. Yeah.
Oh, fuck, man.
Yeah, the very first shot of the episode was that too, like looking down over Donnie's stadium performance or whatever, and there was like bridges closer to the camera and they were moving at a different rate. It was just a very good attention to detail with that stuff in this episode, even down to like camera angle choices and stuff. I always appreciate it. Might be a Dan thing, it might be a whoever storyboarded it thing, but when Spellbinder's like, I need more money, I'm shutting everyone's thing off in sequence, and they all fall out, and then there's a shot down on the floor next to drooling dead girl, looking at all the other people in the background and Spellbinder's feet in the foreground, and it's like tilted and at a kind of looking down the floor. It was just it stuck out to me as very like, yo, that could have been any generic angle, but you chose this much more interesting way to show this. So
yeah,
good
eye,
shit.
Jimmy. Good eye.
Thank you. Good eye. Jordan Blumen's Musical Minute.
Hey, music.
I apologize to Jordan for this because he's been on top of it the last few episodes of this podcast, because he sent me his audio last week without me even needing to go, oh, I'm so stupid, please send me the thing like I usually do. And then we didn't do the episode last week. So thanks, Jordan. Thank you for getting it here. You can blame
giving
Brian.
you time to blame me.
Just giving you time to blame Brian. But here it is, hooked up.
Now over to the musical minute. Donnie's song at the beginning is painful to listen to. I kind of had to fight the urge to fast forward through it, listening to the episode again. I just that ain't my vibe, man. I like the cutesy music, lots of strings and like fun, just sort of pleasant music for the girl's fake date, the one girl that's in the VR, and she's like getting a date with this like thing. What's it called? There's like a horse drawing a thing. Carriage. That's the word. Got away from me there. Yeah, I liked that music. I thought it was cute. It started to make me laugh toward the end of the scene. And the groove when we're chasing Donnie at the end of the episode, that was a phenomenal groove. And I love that it comes right after Bruce tells Terry, now you sound like Batman.
That's a very good impression.
Oh shit, I didn't mean to go back.
Right after Bruce tells Terry, now you sound like Batman. Never apologize for loving your fandom and try to stay optimistic.
That is a good impression.
Jordan, why you been hiding that one on us? What the hell?
Where's your Kevin Conroy impression?
He does a great Kevin Conroy impression.
One single tear. I hope we've described that. I'm sure we have. Thank you, Jordan. I was hoping you might talk about, if I forgot about it until you started talking about the groove, but the fight in the arcade with Terry and his backpack that flies away, and there's just a
oh my god,
like the slap of the bass.
They got
shit
Les
going
Claypool into the studio for that one.
Yeah, pretty much. Like it was the most bass slappy thing I've ever heard in any of these episodes. Yeah, in a very cool way. And yeah, I mean overall, just like the emotions of the music didn't go too far, much like the rest of it. It was all very well handled. It didn't seem too cheesy or too, over the top. Like we've had, I think the very first Batman Beyond episode, he's talking to his dad, Warren McGinnis, who's working, and he's like, you never have time for me. I'm a teenager. And there's this like, it's like soap opera like thing going on. And we had comments about like, oh, that was kind of a little bit too cheesy or whatever. And I was worried that was going to happen when there were scenes like Batman finally tracking down Donnie in the hallway and he's like passing out, and the music was like convincingly like, this is bad, man, and not like, oh no, drugs. It could have been way worse.
You get that like McGruff dude in a trench coat kind of music going on.
Ace the Bat Hound walks out of the hallway in a trench coat. Yeah. Drugs are bad, okay, he says. Where's Clayface in this episode? Shit, he could be anybody.
He was the trailer that got disconnected from the semi.
Got split in half.
He did.
I can't think of any other, like, maybe he was that girl that wanted him to sign her tits.
Yeah, that was wild.
Yeah, he had another. I knew you were going to look at me when that happened. Like, I remembered it coming up, and I looked at you just going like, huh? Like, kind of thing. Because it's always like when I know like an innuendo, like joke thing is coming up, I'm just waiting for Brian to look at me like, are you, excuse me? Like they got away with it or whatever.
It's very not subtle.
Yeah. Well, that truck thing, though, Batman, he shoots the two different hooks at the two halves of the truck or whatever to like stop them from going. And then he just goes like, I stopped them with his like rip his arms out of his fucking sockets. I don't care if you're wearing the bat suit or not. Like
it was very.
Said, is that a Superman thing? Because no other person could do.
Didn't Spider-Man do that exact thing in a movie?
Oh, Spider-Man. Yeah, I thought you said Superman.
No. Yes. Superman, famous for shooting hooks out of his hands.
When Superman shot all those webs out of his wrists and stopped the train. Yeah. And then everyone hauled him off like Jesus. Okay, Batman's usefulness.
What did Batman do? Did he get a 10 or only a 2? I really gotta know. Tell me now. What is Batman's usefulness? Out now.
Best part of my week.
Vitz stopped me on, I think it might have been Friday of the Fed. Time blends together. And it was just like, I've had the Batman's usefulness song stuck in my head all day. Like, I need a longer version of that. So if you think, I know Legacy's got his hands. Congratulations to Legacy, by the by.
We should have been saying that for a while now. Where's the applause button? Holy shit.
As you being the child haver one, Jamie, you should say the congratulations, because I'm only going to say weird things.
Hey, baby.
Great.
No, awesome. It's very cool to see. I mean, I know that was kind of a thing you weren't keeping it secret or whatever. Like you had it in your webcomic and stuff. Like there was lead up to it. But when it was like, oh, we're in the hospital, it was like, oh shit, it's happening. So yes, very, very awesome. Congratulations. I'm glad that that's in the past now, because that's whenever the baby's here, everything else that you had to deal with up to that point just kind of melts away, like all the stress of that. Now you have new stress.
Melts
melts
away, like your ability to get a full night's rest.
Yep.
Just melts, just slips right off. Yeah, so congrats, buddy. But so Vitz was asking for a full-length version. So just with your new baby and Legacy with his new baby, I would love for you guys to make a full-length version of that song. So the rest of us who are obsessed with that track have more to listen to than 15 seconds.
We should have Legacy, if you can record your baby's cries, and I'll do the same, and we'll kind of like mesh it into some sort of synth horn sort of sound effect that will play at random times throughout the full.
I hate
version.
this. That's the podcast, everybody.
I actually did
record.
I recorded Aaron's crying when he was like a newborn baby, and I just did that with Riley as well for the sake of a sound effect in Vireality. I want to have like an alarm going off and have it be like, "Did you know?" That's actually a combination of my children screaming or whatever.
Well, that's why you had to have two kids. It was just
you had to wait
till,
exactly. Yeah.
Wow.
I'll give Batman pretty good score, I think, in this episode. He got kind of teenager pissed off when he's like, duh, the girl hit me. You know, like teenagers say.
You know, he's all like, duh.
Batman. Speaking of, my kid has started saying Batman when he sees Batman somewhere, which is pretty shway.
I'm so happy for you, Jamie.
Yeah, thank you. He won't like him soon enough, but I'm just glad he recognizes him. There was like a drinking glass on the counter with Batman on it, and he just.
I thought you were going to say drinking
Batman.
Game, and I'm like,
You're
playing drinking
game where
games
every
with your
time
son?
my son says Batman, we take a drink. Yeah.
What's your rating?
I will give Batman a 6.9 because that's a funny number. Get back in the kitchens out of 10.
Yeah, that was there.
Which isn't funny. Stop laughing.
I'm going to give him lower. I'm going to go 5.5 Hellraiser. What was it called?
Oh, yeah. Doom Racer.
Doom Racer.
I thought about that too. Yeah. Out of 10.
5.5 stolen super credits out of 10.
I've been trying to figure out, and I'm probably just, Watchtower Database lead putting too much thought into this, but I've been trying to figure out how money works now in Batman Beyond, because we've had mostly instances of creds with like, a credit card looking item equals 1 cred. And like they go to the end of Once Burned, they're at their club, and they're like, "Here's we want 2 tickets. Okay, that'll be 46 creds." And then Batman's like going through his backpack, like rifling through, like, "Oh shit, do I have enough loose cards that equals whatever it is?"
I love the idea. They're like, "What if money but credit cards?"
Yeah, this thing that's semi new, but that's all they have now. But then Donnie's bedroom, Donnie's world, they say, they're like, "Oh, a used cred card," like on his nightstand or whatever.
Yeah, so it's like,
I'm like, is it does it have multiple creds per cred card? Are each card a cred? M cred? How do cred?
My assumption is it's like unusable or unreusable money. It's single use money. It's like, imagine just getting a
waste
dollar.
A bunch of plastic.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool. I love the future of this show. It's going to be real. Okay, it's time for Thoughts of the Week with Dylan Pollock.
Coming up next, it's another guest appearance from our favorite visiting superhero.
Dylan, you son of a bitch.
I just bought Predator and Predator 2, like a Blu-ray combo pack, because I realized that they were the ones missing from my collection of Alien and Predator movies. I've never cared about Predator until they did the crossover, and then I'm like, well, now I have to care about Predator because I like Alien a lot. Oh, they made him the same universe. Now I'm forced to autistically care about Predator. But I was looking for like cheap copies on eBay, and there were a bunch of them that were like $10, $12, $15. I'm like, there's got to be at least. So I sort by lowest price or whatever.
Yeah,
and there's one that's
find
like
the real bootleg shit.
Yeah, exactly. There's one that's $9.99, free shipping, and I'm like, perfect. And I go look at it, and it's like, it's not even just the Blu-ray; it's the Blu-ray DVD like combo thing, and it's like inside an art book. Like it just has a bunch of like behind the scenes, like storyboards and concept art and stuff like that. And I'm like, why is this cheaper than just the movie? Like, I'm gonna buy this, obviously. And then I look in the descriptions like, Blu-ray has 1 billion scratches on it. Like, okay, well, never mind. Fuck. So I did not do that, but I wish I could have. Anyway, Dylan Pollock hooked up. Here it is. My dog.
It's time for the Thoughts of the Week from Dylan Pollock on Hooked Up, or Drugs Are Still Bad, okay? Would you rather go see Donnie in concert or see Cassidy from Torch Song? That's not the question of the week, but they're both awful. Also, if you shut your eyes, it's like listening to Max Goof be a junkie. Also, I don't know which of the two I feel worse for with the last fantasy with the fast food manager. They're both kind of like reach higher, both of you. Also, it's starting to feel like we're having a string of too many very special episodes of Batman Beyond, if you ask me. I don't want to put it down, but it's sort of feeling that way. Also, love the line from Max, if it was dangerous, you think they'd let kids do it? As Max just eats more Tide Pods. But now with the fantasies, I feel the worst for Max, who just wants someone to say they're proud of her. Dear Lord.
Yeah.
That's pathetic. But you know what's not? The question of the week. James' favorite part. What's your legal addiction? I'll start to get the shakes if I don't have a Diet Coke every couple of hours. Also, listener, if you need this right now, if this is your fantasy, I'm proud of you. Okay, I love you. Bye-bye.
Thanks, Dylan.
Thank you, Dylan.
First of all, I
needed that.
thought about that multiple times while we've been talking, and I just never brought it up. But yeah, the whole like, I wonder if Donnie's concert was another Bruce Timm dig at pop music of like, this all sounds terrible and bad, and so I'm going to make this purposely terrible and bad, like the Firefly episode girl.
Maybe.
I'd go to his concert. It looked way more fun.
Yeah.
And more entertaining.
Just insane. Like I would just sit there on the floor and giggle the whole time, I think.
That was a keen thing. There was a very like kind of Jackson Pollock paint splatter background that represented like the crowd behind him in the stadium. That gave you the impression of there's a bunch of people here, but it's just literally like drops of paint. That was cool.
I didn't catch that.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you for thanking me. What was the actual my legal addiction. I do eat too much McDonald's, like too much just fast food in general.
Yeah, you do. You do.
Yeah, I know.
I'm going to try to kick you from
it
it sometime, but
no, you won't.
Yeah, probably.
I would
not.
like to, because I ate a bowl of Reese's Puffs, like I said, and felt like I was going to die. I couldn't breathe right, so that was neat. Yeah, what's your answer?
It might be tea.
Yeah, but
it might be tea.
Pick something that's bad for you, because you don't have very many of those at this point. Like you've cut out meat, and you don't eat fast food, and you don't drink coffee even. Like all these things that you could be like, well, my vice is this common thing. Like Brian's already better than you at that. So,
what about like? I don't think there's any one way, but I feel like I'm really good at decompressing via like electronic entertainment. Like I put the timer.
Helldivers is your answer.
It's because I don't think it's even that. Like I didn't miss Helldivers like this last week. I missed hanging out with friends on there, but I didn't miss Helldivers
with other friends.
Yeah. But it's like, I'll do that as like escapism. I'll like play Helldivers. I'll watch YouTube. I used to get really sucked into Instagram.
I mean, as much as I like the things I said, if I never got to eat that again or whatever, I'd be like, well, that stinks. But I wouldn't be like, I'm dying now or whatever, withdrawal kind of shit. But
yeah, I would rather never watch YouTube again and never play Helldivers again than never drink tea again. So that's why I'm kind of like,
sure. Yeah, you can't take my Batman stuff away from me. I'll kill you. Is this episode
books or hip hop?
Books.
It had some hip hop elements, but it was mostly books.
Yeah.
And do we put this on the top 10 for Batman Beyond? I'm thinking probably. So I'll read my reverse 10. We haven't done this for a while. I've got Bloodsport, Earth Mover, Blackout, A Touch of Curare, Splicers, Dreads Mowendel, Dead Man's Hand, Golem, Shriek, Meltdown, and Rebirth at number 1. Most of yours are fucked up. I only got Dreads Mowendel in there. I think I like it better than Bloodsport. I think I like it better than Earth Mover. I think I like it better than Blackout. I think I like it better than Touch of Curare. I think I like it better than Splicer. Honestly, I think this is going my number 5.
Give me my so I don't have to look at my cheat sheet. Give me the Splicers rundown, like in like one sentence.
There's people that are half animals, and they turn Batman into a man bat, and then he fights a big chimera.
Yeah.
Which that was just a very like well done episode, production wise, I guess.
Yeah. It's that same idea of like, is it a better, like more entertaining episode, or is it just that this one's like fucking heavy and gonna stick with you for a while?
I mean, I think it was both for me, because I mean everything was very keen, all media elements of this, and then also just the story was really well done. I wish I could remember more of the dialogue specifically, because I think it was Dylan just now brought up the if it was dangerous, you think they'd let kids do it or whatever, like very self-aware kind of stuff. And there were a few other lines like that I kept thinking like, oh, this is actually really like intelligently written. And I also appreciate that they called out, like, because I was thinking like, oh, Max got really quickly addicted to this. She's like the smartest girl in school or whatever, the highest GAT score. And then Batman immediately goes like, you're smarter than this. Like, come on. And it was bordering on what you'd hear in the after school special, health class VHSs, but it wasn't quite. It was because that's already established that she's really intelligent. It made it even more spooky.
Yep.
So yeah, I put it at number 5 right now. I liked it a lot.
So here's my question. Like, Golem was a more badass episode.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Maybe I'm answering my own question. So yeah, like it's a more badass episode, but is it a better episode? And it's just like all of these things, especially in the top 5, have their own elements of intrigue and interest in what makes them like cool. Like, I mean, like, but if you want to think about just like individual interests, like the big takeaways for me was that like they're like fighting on like the seawall or whatever.
Yeah,
like that's such a that's such a good shot sequence. This is tough.
I think we're finding that these episodes are like the ones that we put highest up, like a good mix of like really memorable shots, like really well drawn and really well like composited or whatever. But then also just kind of the heaviest or most like emotionally spectacular episodes. Which is good because this show's good. I don't know, man. You're putting it below Shrek or above Shrek? Because I think you mean Shriek, but if you have actual Shrek on your list, that's another.
Yeah, I put Shrek on here. I just watched it recently, and I was like, that is pretty good.
Shrek's got that somebody song in it, so I completely understand.
Shrek 2 is better. I had a friend who's opening for. She's doing contortion opening for Smash Mouth.
What?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I guess it would have already happened.
Did you say Shrek 2 is better than Shrek?
Yeah, I think so.
Is that your true opinion?
Yeah.
I can't decide now. I said immediately, what? And then I thought, actually, yeah, maybe.
It's a bit stronger. Like Shrek 1 is just a bit more dated. And it's like they were kind of like by Shrek 2, they hit the stride.
Yeah. And then I don't know if you've ever seen ones past that.
No, but I have them. I have a DVD box set.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
We should watch Shrek 3 sometime because you've never seen it and I've only seen it in Spanish.
Okay, deal. Let's do it.
We'll add it to our list.
Speaking of let's do, I'm gonna copy you on this one as well.
Okay.
And say number 5 is Hooking Up with Dylan Pollock.
My dog.
My dog. Oh, whoops, I did it wrong. There we go.
Which I also at the top changed Brian's cheat sheet to Brian's cheating on his girlfriend with Melrose Place sheet.
I'm sorry, what? I didn't notice that.
You told me in the last episode to change it to that, but it was a joke and you forgot.
Yeah, that's great. Go me.
I guess I was thinking like, oh, do we put it on the Yop 10? But my bottom Yop 10 is Meltdown. So since I didn't put this above Meltdown on the top 10, it doesn't make sense to me to put it higher than that. And yeah, it's going to take a bit of effort to break through the ones that are on there, I think.
Yeah, no.
Okay.
I like that you've got your top 10 and then a space and then 11 and 12 and 13.
And 13. Yeah. Well, they're all ones that I'm like, I want to remember the honorable mentions or whatever, which you have also. You have Beware the Grey Ghost and A Bullet for Bullock, but they're just listed separately.
Yeah.
Honorary mention, Never Forget 9/11 you've written.
I can't believe Hard Device isn't on your top 10.
It is. Oh, no, it's 11 now.
Yeah.
Yop 10. Yeah.
Yop
I'm
10.
sorry. That was like the 4th episode of this that you saw, and it was just clearly the best episode that we had watched. So and obviously it's good, but I think you should watch it again sometime.
Rewatch it and then give this a shuffle.
Yeah, like On Leather Wings. We should watch that too. Someone make us watch all of these things. Go to the Buy Me a Coffee and do the thing. Spin the wheel. But yeah, we want to hear what everybody else thought of Hooked Up. So we're going to go to the mail. And here's the song from Kimmy. Take it away.
Yeah.
That yop. That one small extra yop put it over.
We drop.
What we drop?
Our weekly yop.
Oh yeah, those.
Into the comment box.
First.
There sure was a lot.
Now Jamie's mad.
Too bad we're all.
At least I am.
Just Dylan Pollock.
I'm not so mad about it. There's fewer mail. Fewer mail? It's male plural. Yes, this week. Fewer males this week because, we had the missing week and people were like, I hate this podcast. I'm stopping listening now.
Yeah, solid move.
If you want to reach out to us like the Fire Hand at the end of World's Finest Part 3, did we want to change? I swear that there was a fire hand in something more recent that we watched, and we thought like, "Oh, there's an actual fire hand."
I think there was, but that's not my job.
I can't
to
remember what it was. Yeah. Well, since we forgot, it wasn't worth it. You can send a short ass email, an email for your ass, or a 60-second voice message to batwagonpod@gmail.com, or leave a comment on today's episode on YouTube or Spotify. But please don't spoil anything past this episode for Brian. This is from Legacy Bat Milk 3.
Where to begin? My opponent this week seems to be some kind of disgraced high school guidance counselor. A coward who puts on a spiral face and some shiny eyeballs to pick on children. Well, I'm not going to be put down by some wannabe Nintendo Virtual Boy. There's no fantasy you can sell me that will keep me from putting you into the mat for the 3 count. Not even a world where the rivers flow with milk and vending machines dispense milk. People don't automatically assume that the humble milkman is fucking their wife anymore. What was this guy's number again?
Then this is milk, and this other thing is milk.
I like where this is going.
It made me picture like Spellbinder up on the mat in the ring, and I was thinking, if Spellbinder, of all these Batman Beyond villains, if you looked at them in real life, like what would they look like? Spellbinder is basically in a morph suit, like he's just a full body, like complete, and it's just got spirals on it. I think it would be very difficult to take him seriously with that bulge and ass crack going on that you get in a morph suit, as we're all too familiar with. Just like he puts like eyeballs there so you don't look there, like you don't see them. It's like, this made me look more, man. What's going on? This is from Neo Gotham Tourism Board. Hooked up comment.
Howdy there, Gothamites, it's your tourism board here. Now, I know there's been some concern about the youth of Gotham after they started hooking themselves up into the digital weird floaty whims, and I consulted with the child psychologist, the tourism board did, and they said the best thing for teens is to get out into the real world, interact with each other, interact with their peers, achieve common goals, and form social groups, right? So I was thinking the best thing to do is for all the teens to go and join a team sport, get that camaraderie, get that togetherness. However, our team sport that we offered was actually just a massive drug ring funded in part by the former criminal Bane, so we can't do that. That's fucking kaput. So I guess the only people achieving those goals, common goals, getting out of the world, connecting with each other, is the Jokers. So we here at the Neo Gotham Tourism Board would recommend that all of the children of Gotham go join the fucking Jokers. Get on out there, get your face paint on, and go rob some purses, kids. Bye.
Solid.
Get your face paint on. That was a good line in the episode too. The like, whatever Batman said about the bag, it doesn't go with your shoes.
Yeah. That's so funny.
This is from Kyle. Hooked up, my dog.
Batman Beyond had a difficult task of being in the future and predicting certain things. We can laugh at the giant phones or the GameCube-sized discs that are used. Hooked Up, however, is a perfect encapsulation with what we're going through now from a societal standpoint with social media as well as virtual reality, being so disconnected from the real world. And I really like the use of Spellbinder as the villain, pushing this quite literal drug dopamine hit to the youth, because this is something parents have to go through, as well as adults being able to manage their screen addictions within themselves. This is an aspect of comic books as well as superhero storytelling where you can talk about something completely real in the mask that is a children's cartoon. And I'm glad to see that this show manages to do something with that. And it does make Spellbinder even scarier.
Yeah, it was way better than the first Spellbinder episode.
Yeah.
Very good point, Kyle. I hadn't really considered that part of the comparison.
Yeah, nope. Kyle comes out swinging.
True. We missed the whole fucking point. No. I mean, obviously that wouldn't have been a thing at the time of like screen addiction, as at least in nearly the level, but makes total sense. And I was just watching something about like, we make fun of old people for like, when we were kids and they were our parents and they were like, don't believe everything you see on the internet. And then now everyone's just getting fooled by everything on the internet. And we're the ones going like, weren't you the ones saying to not do that? That kind of thing. But there's a lot more of just like forming your own, like I live in this world on Discord or on Reddit or whatever. And you're like, you don't necessarily take that into the perspective of like, that's not like a reality or whatever. Like, yeah, you have friends on there, but
it exists. Those people exist. Those friendships aren't,
and not
fake,
to say anything. Yeah, they're not wrong or whatever. Yeah,
yeah, but certainly it is not the real world. And as you're having these relationships with your friends online, the advertisers are selling you shit and stealing your data. So it's not just a friendship walk in the park. It is monetization of your attention.
We need Jordan to come back to his Kevin Conroy impression. Batman says, touch grass.
Yeah.
And then we can include it in the episode. Yeah. Ryan Hipp, off the hookah, hooked up. Was that Jason Marsden doing his own bad singing, or did they get someone to do bad singing on behalf of Jason Marsden? I was wondering that myself, because it did not sound. I remembered him being voiced by Jason Marsden, Max from Goofy Shit, and it didn't sound like him up top with the thing, even though it wasn't really singing. It was just like shouting words. But it reminded me of how in a Goofy movie, they don't have him sing any of the Max stuff in songs. It's like a sound-alike actual singer. So I don't know. It's kind of weird. Here's a voice message from Ryan.
Sorry, everyone. I've been off the grid. I'm living in the fucking woods now. I think the argument could be made that Hooked Up is the best episode of Batman Beyond. I hope that was not Poison Oak. Not because of the animation or the storytelling or the music or the voice acting, but because, let's go through the list, shall we? So you've got the very clumsy and on-the-nose attempt at tackling issues like drug abuse. You've got Max's Saved by the Bell level addiction to the VR. You've got the VR's floaty green bubble where the kids fall on their fucking faces when Spellbinder sets them free. The fantasy scenes. You've got the McDonald's proposal, and Max Goof wants to be a pop star again, but the music's fuck awful now. And the lines. Donnie, you can sign me anywhere you want. It's like love all over. And the iconic, the meme, get back in the kitchen. Oh, and then the episode just kind of stops?
Yeah, it sure fucking does.
All very fair points.
I'm interested to see, or to hear from you, Ryan, if you're serious or joking about some of the drug stuff being not hitting as hard as it could. You compared it to a Saved by the Bell situation or whatever, but maybe that is a positive thing, because I've actually seen very little of Saved by the Bell, despite being the prime demographic for it. So I don't know. I thought it was handled very well, but. I'm sure that you could also watch this and go they're doing another drug episode, and just kind of have a feeling from the start of
tune out.
Yeah. Well, Dylan's saying that about the too many of those in a row or whatever. I got to look at him, because I feel like there was a third one also. There was the Bane Slappers one. I guess the Splicers thing kind of counts maybe as everybody's doing it or whatever. Anyway. We have some comments on last episode, Once Burned or Not the Menstrual Product, episode 176. It's from Fiacra Horgan. The Return of the Kings. That ride-along mini episode last week was a nice little appetizer. The pod is back, and there's a Run the Jewels reference in less than 10 minutes in I'm in Heaven.
God, I love Run the Jewels.
Scrudge. Before you guys get to the end of Superman, I have a few suggestions to grow-my-penisify some of your S-Test top 10s in no particular order. Feel free to use or not use these as you see fit. 50% off all flesh. Gerard There's Way. Ghost in/on/of the machine/ghost. A little pizza gnome. Last sign of cosine over tan. And the Slade Mr. Cunt.
Yeah.
So, thanks, Scrudge. Those are all pretty good.
I'm here for
I like
this.
how you also put in parentheses the math sign that you say sign. I'm I got it. I understand. Connor Thigpen. It says, fucking Wilmington, North Carolina. Please, for the love of sweet baby Jesus, come to Wilmington, North Carolina. That's his request. Have you signed the form? Go to the description of this episode. You can fill out a form for where you live or where you live near, and we'll know where the biggest conglomerate of Yoppie dudes is for us to potentially visit. Banana Man says, okay, breath.
Oh,
I'm not.
What?
I don't know if it's supposed to be breathe, but it's not. But Banana Man Beyond says, oh, shui. So that's nice.
Okay.
And first we have Mark Aquino. Are you looking up Wilmington, North Carolina?
I am looking up Wilmington, North Carolina.
Does it look good? Or does it look like a trash place like everywhere else but big buses?
I'm not looking at it in that kind of way. I'm looking at it in a relation to other places kind of way.
We'll go to the next town over just to spite them. Mark Aquino says, hooked up or concert audiences are impressionist paintings now. Okay, hell yeah. Or you get a broken family. You get a broken family. Everyone gets a broken family.
I think Myrtle Grove. That might be the next town over. Or Porter's Neck? Porter's Neck. There's a town called Porter's Neck.
These are words.
Just in case you're wondering.
Springfield. It's a hell of a town.
Malmo?
Yeah. We really got ourselves some anime influences in this one. I think that's the shot I was trying to remember of the floaty wombs is when dead girl gets knocked out of her womb. You know what I'm saying? She looks, it was a very anime looking thing.
That's right.
This one really snuck up on me as it went on. I really like the writing in this. To feel the love you never get in the real world. It's no surprise that addiction follows so quickly. Watching that one girl's fantasy, I originally thought it was the other way around and it was the fast food guy's fantasy, but boy, does that make it all the more sad. Honey, there are better catches in the ocean. I also liked the moment when Brucey relates to Terry, saying that there's no way he would have been able to change Max's mind. Can't help but wonder if he was thinking about Andrea Beaumont. Boss, biggest bear hugs to the number one podcast host in this here multiverse of ours, Juliet of the Spirits, and Billy got married to a pecan pie again. What are the odds? Damn, man. I'm not going to call that bottom of the barrel. There is no barrel. The Matrix told me that. Praise to our Lord and Savior, Dylan Pollock. Keep up the great work on your own podcast. And remember to tell Gab that she rules. Please always tell Gab that she rules. I got a Facebook friend suggestion for Gab. I wasn't sure whether or not to add friend because I'm like, we've met once.
Yeah.
Be a little weird, but let me know, Dylan. Does Gab want to be my Facebook friend? I'd be Facebook friends with Gab. Of course, all the Awesome Sauce listeners of this Yoppie community of ours, you're all the absolute best. Don't you ever forget that. Honest question time.
Yeah.
Is it better to be sardonic or genuine? Till next week, futuristic smoke bomb. It's an interesting question.
Sardonic.
Is that a vocab word we need to?
That's vocab. I'm not gonna go out on a limb and be like, oh, I know what that word.
Bitter, scornful, mockingly cynical.
Okay, sardonic or
I would
or
say
what?
Genuine. I'd say genuine. Why would you purposely be a snarky asshole? Although, sorry, I don't have a good answer for that. But I was wondering, do we know what the difference is between serotonin and dopamine? Are they not? I think my brain combined those as literally the same thing. Serotonin.
That's a really good question.
Dopamine.
Yeah. Wow. Wait, hold up. We're learning
serotonin.
Shit.
There are two neurotransmitters that play crucial roles in regulating mood, emotion, and behavior. Serotonin is known as the feel-good neurotransmitter. Dopamine is associated with reward, motivation, and pleasure. Okay. Serotonin also regulates sleep, appetite, and digestion. So a feeling of happiness and contentment versus eating food. I'm coming. I think is the difference there. I assume. I don't know. I didn't really learn the answer to my own question there, but
bad job, Jamie.
Thank you. I didn't help anybody else know the difference. Well, the feeling between when you're eating a sandwich and when you fucking it's kind of like that.
They're the same picture.
Yeah. Corporate needs you to find the difference between this sandwich and this cock. All right. Let's end the episode by telling you that we still have 2 episodes of Superman left.
Wow.
But the next episode is a Batman Beyond episode.
Wow.
It is called Rats. What happens in Rats?
It's gonna be like a 1950s sitcom, and there's just gonna be a lot of stuff going wrong, and someone going rats
every single time.
Yeah, rats.
It's a little more on the nose than that, actually.
Rats.
Yeah.
It's more. So you're saying it's more literal? There's just more literal. There's rats.
There's rats.
They're like a rat king.
Yeah, kind of. Yeah.
Oh fuck yeah.
He also lives in the sewer, but it's not the sewer king.
Okay. The rat king cometh.
He do, yeah.
And he prefers that to a sandwich.
Oh, yeah.
He wants to take over Gotham.
No.
Yeah.
He doesn't, actually. He has no interest in Gotham. He has an interest in something specific. Someone specific. Yeah. He's Monterey Jack floating on the front. Jeez. Yeah. All right. Well, we'll find out next week, hopefully. Okay. For Rats. When we watch Rats, Batman Beyond.
I'll be there.
It's a show, everybody. I know. You will be.
Okay.
Up to the listener whether they're there or not. They're there. That's two different theirs. Thank you to everyone listed in the description for their musical themes and help in making this podcast as yappy as it can be. Please go check out their stuff. And thank you, of course, to you, the listener, for listening.
I'm so awake. I'm awake.
You're so awake.
Fine.
I know. It's okay.
Okay.
All right.
Banana Man.
Breath. Okay, breath.
There's got to be, we got to start taking notes.
Mm-hmm. We got to transcribe every episode so when someone makes a very obscure reference to the previous episode, we know what the hell they're talking about.
Yeah,
we won't remember it.
Just control F breath.
Mm-hmm. Where did we say breath? We said breasts a lot. Interesting. Bye.
Bye, listener. Thank you.
Next week when we don't come back, everyone says, rats.
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 And now that doctors have studied Spellbinder's VR technology, they're successfully treating the psychopsychologist's remaining victims.
You can say it already. I almost got us both killed because I wouldn't butt out.
It worked out okay.
I just wanted to be a part of something.
Well, congratulations, because you're a part of it now. But we'll take it a little slower from now on.
Jump on the Bat-Wagon is hosted and edited by yours truly, James Strecker, and co-hosted by yours Briley, Brian Maneely. This podcast is brought to you by the Watchtower Database, your one-stop shop for all things DC Animated Universe. To send us a Yoppie beverage, nab some sick show merch, or support us on Patreon, you can visit the links in today's show notes. And thank you very much. Please leave us a 5-star review on your app of choice and follow us wherever you listen to never miss a new show. And we'll see you next episode, same PP time, same poo-poo channel.